Welcome back to the program. Previously on First Issues, fraud manager at one of the local commercial banks, Kagiso Patrick, was on the program to discuss Ponzi schemes as one of the most common scams out on the market. He explained a Ponzi scheme as an investment fraud where existing investors are paid with funds collected from new investors. Organizers often lure in victims with promises of exorbitant returns on their investment with little to no risk at all. As we've all come to know, this never ends well. Kagiso is back again on the program, this time to discuss a type of scam known as business email compromise.
With business email compromise, usually the criminals will, target or infiltrate the customers' emails. They'll either send an email with sometimes a link to click, and that link would usually take the unsuspecting person to a spoofed site wherein they will be asked a lot of things. Maybe they will be taken through steps, maybe to reset an account or something. But this is all done for the purpose of gaining the customer's personal information, which they will then use going forward to attack either their bank accounts and so on and so forth. Again, sometimes criminals will intercept some important communication in the customer's email inbox. As I've indicated before, communication between a business person, if it's in the case of a business person, and a supplier. Yeah. So they will intercept that communication and change the banking details if there's an impending payment that has to be made, so that they actually divert the funds, and so that they can divert them to an account which they are in control of. Yeah.
You've rightly pointed out, we've had this conversation before, but for the benefit of those who might have missed our initial conversation and maybe those who might need a refresher, how do you make a distinction between a legitimate communication that you're getting from a legitimate supplier or a legitimate business liaison and one that is dubious?
Yeah, maybe before I go on and answer that, as a way of advising customers to avoid clicking on links from people that you do not know, from people that you are not expecting to get emails from. So that is the first line of defense to do that. So going forward, as I've indicated before, is familiarizing yourself with the language the people that you interact with use, because any deviation from that norm would be indicative that you are dealing with a possible fraud. The second thing is confirming communication. If it's a payment instruction that has been altered, confirming using a different line. Don't confirm through that same email. If in doubt, use a different medium to contact the people that you are communicating with and ask them about that particular instruction. The third thing is, as I've indicated before, is looking at the email headers to see the link, whether the address changes when you open, that need. The other thing, which is quite, very effective when you're being sent a link, is to hover over a link using your mouse or take a cursor and hover over that link without opening it. Then it will show you the destination of that link, and that there and then it can give you an indication whether that is legitimate or not.